Longhouse Council is proud to serve the scouting communities of Central and Northern New York. Our professional staff, thousands of trained adult volunteers, and generous financial supporters deliver a great program that emphasizes traditional scouting as well as embracing the future. Our two premier camps, Camp Woodland in Constantia and Sabata Scout Reservation in the heart of the Adirondacks, teach skills and deliver experiences that last a lifetime. Longhouse Council is a national leader in STEM, robotics, sustainability, and welding. With your help, our scouts are prepared for life. In 2018, Cub Scouts invited girls to help build our adventure. In February 2019, young women will be eligible to join the Boy Scout program, including earning the rank of Eagle Scout. On behalf of the thousands of Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Venturers, Explorers, and Sea Scouts, thank you for your support and generosity. On this, our 50th year of the iconic Boypower Dinner, we are honored to recognize Arnold and Libby Rubenstein, the 2018 Distinguished Citizens of the Year.
ARNIE has a gift of being able to think outside the box and think really big, bigger and beyond what you'd typically do.
You have to understand that ARNIE grew up here in this community. He was a scout as a kid. The values that he gives in his everyday life and his business and his community dealings all come from scouting.
When he gets something in his head or there's something he wants to do, don't get in his way.
ARNIE is complemented very nicely by his wonderful spouse, Libby, a warmer, more friendly individual you could not find.
I remember when I first met Libby, my first board meeting, I sat next to her, just so pleasant, so nice, warm, she was inviting, a very courteous woman.
What you get from her is what she really means, and she has a broader view of the world than just herself or her family.
When you think of Libby, you think of the smile, the laugh. She's just a great person. She's always been that way.
The Rubensteins are a really special couple. Their love for each other is totally obvious. Their love for their family is totally obvious.
My dad has worked at the same organization, in the family business for over 60 years. My mom worked there as well. What's made them successful or sets them apart is it's the loyalty, it's the mutual respect.
To him and his customers recognize that here's somebody special they can rely upon. If they said something's going to be done, it gets done. And so they've broadened their business, they've done very well, and they're very respected.
They work well together, especially when they're working to better the community.
ARNIE and Libby have had a tremendous impact on the Jewish community. They've been very generous in their contributions and in their time.
Both ARNIE and Libby have been just terrific supporters of the Upstate Foundation. They've been supporting the foundation for over 3 decades, which is a long, great standing relationship that we've had, not just with the foundation, but with the community as well.
ARNIE and Libby, year after year, continue to be so generous to the Longhouse Council. They have stepped up at a level that most people wouldn't be able to do.
ARNIE has some personal things he likes to do besides doing things for the community. One of the things he's high on is the boat club. He likes to take the boat out. He likes to do things for other people. He'll take them for rides.
We've been racing our antique Garwood speedboat for 25 years now. There's just not words to describe the thrill.
One thing that people may not realize, given ARNIE's love of the water and his own antique boats and his involvement with the Antique Boat Society, is that ARNIE had never been aboard a Navy ship. I said, no problem, and we ended up on the USS Kearsarge for the better part of a week.
Of the 12 points of the Scout laws, I would say trustworthy is probably the most important to ARNIE. I think he prides himself on having integrity.
I can't identify just one because ARNIE symbolizes all 12 points. But I think it would be remiss of me just to say there's one that identifies him, that he exemplifies, because there isn't one. It's all of them.
He's a passionate person, he's kind, he's reverent, he cares so much about not only the Scouts, but the people involved in the program, fellow board members, Scout leaders, Scouts, and everyone involved.
For Arnie, the one attribute of the Scout law that I would pick would probably be loyal.
I would think that with Libby, cheerful is the one that comes to mind. She always has a smile on her face.
She is so selfless. She puts everybody ahead of herself.
It's so nice to be with her. And she's just a very agreeable and amiable person. And I love her for that.
She is always right there by his side, and he is always right there by her side. They do just about everything together. It's always Arnie and Libby, or Libby and Arnie.
If you make a friend with the Rubensteins, you have a friend for life.
Both my parents have instilled in Phil and I that foundation of community and investment and giving back, and they lead by example.